Just look at these results. In just 90 days, these 12 Slob 90X DVDs will put you on a program to weaken those bulbous shoulders and build a thick wall of fat around your midsection.
SLOB stands for slow, lazy, ordinary body. In just 90 days, I can help you become a computer nerd, a party animal, or just a plain old lovable slob.
I just realized I had my shoes on. Whoa, that's kind of crazy. It's Barefoot Tuesday here at the Lunch Therapy Studios, and we're gonna get things going. Last Friday we were on location. That was pretty crazy and super fun. Joe Fury was causing trouble. If you want to see a weird ass show, check out Friday. Had a lot of my good friends on there. Guignel was there, and Todd Lee, and Herman was there, Gordy, and Stig Carlson, so that was super fun. Thanks, guys, for that. It's Tuesday, it's Barefoot Tuesday, and I've got a special guest that's going to appear on the show today, which is very exciting, and we're going to have a contest, movie car contest. Yeah, where we try and guess. I show you a car, you tell me what movie it's in, you tell me the make or model. It's gonna be super cool. Yeah, that show was really fun. You know what else is fun? Some hummingbirds out there. It's their birthday. One is Loretta Greenberg. Loretta Greenberg, often in the chat room. It's her birthday today, so happy birthday to Loretta. Hopefully she'll see this if she's not around right now. And then also Keith Ross Nelson, a guest on the show, fantastic comedian. He is also turning 25 today. So happy birthday to Keith Ross Nelson. If anybody, sees him, pass it along. I have my friend here, Crowy Savini. He he's a friend of mine. He's actually real. Yeah, there's still some birds out there that are real. I swear to you, there are. I'm thinking maybe. I know the hummingbirds are real, and I've got some hummingbirds later on in the show. Well, coming up very soon. Happy birthday to Keith and Loretta. Quarter of a century, yeah. Yeah, he's already to a quarter of a century, Keith Ross Nelson. Was he Croatian? I don't know, but he's certainly a Raven. The world is your oyster. Thank you, Jason. And let's get on. We're going to ride some bikes here. This is also from Newport Beach. One of the things that I noticed was Chuck Goldsmith, who is a fantastic chat room chatter and also a good friend of the show, friend of mine. He went down and scouted out Newport Beach, and he sent me videos before I went. And I didn't even know what they were until I went down to Newport Beach, and I'm like, oh, this is Newport Beach. So maybe if I would have known a little bit more about it, I would have seen the pier that I missed. I would have seen lots of other things. Burrowed owls are real. It's amazing, but Just Jay, this is some evidence that burrowed owls are real. Just Jay sent me these things. Let me see if I can find them real quick here. She sent me some baby burrowing owls. So we had burrowing owls on the show, and I missed, I didn't know whether they were real or not, but check this out. Baby burrowing owls. I don't know, Just Jay. What were those burrowing owls? I don't know. I mean, are they real? Are they from that same hole? I don't know. But now we're going to cool it down a little bit because we have to breathe. I'm so excited because I have Maura Kearney here, and she's going to be coming on for the quiz. And she's just right now in the green room hanging out with Boney. She's going to be there for a little while. I hope that she doesn't get too high because just, even if she doesn't smoke marijuana, Boney, the contact high can be intense. Oh, the other thing that I wanted to say is Just Jay did a podcast. Maybe you can tell everybody the podcast that you did. She went into a basement. She did this podcast. It's available for all of you to listen to. She's digging around in my dahlias. Oh, that crow? Is that what he was doing in that pot? Yeah, that was cool. I love that crow. He's a friend of mine. He's my crow friend. Sorry, it was spontaneous. Charles, we're gonna have you as a roving reporter here, Chuck, real soon. Right, coming up real soon. But first, we have to breathe, of course. Sideways car bike. I want to look at those burrowing owls for a second longer. And then also, I believe I can show you the Just Jay podcast thing, and then we're going to breathe. I promise we're going to breathe. Seems like forever that we haven't breathed. Last show, I didn't breathe until halfway through the show. I took no breaths. This is Just Jay with her pals on the podcast that she did. Don't know what the podcast is called. Just Jay is going to have to tell us. Going to have to give us a link, but these seem like some pretty cool dudes. Cool two-packers. Cool, I don't know who these people are, but they're happening. 3 cool dudes here. Just Jay said that she was, I don't know, I guess I guess they're kind of bridging the gap between the youths and the not so youths. So I'm all for that. All for that. So here we go. Breathing time. In through the nose, out through the toes. This is the beach in Newport Beach. Let it go. Yeah. This is the relaxing portion of the show. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Sidecar bike. Let it go. Those are the ones from the hole. Yeah. I love that picture of you and them. Crew friends. Jason says, here comes sidecar bike. Yeah, we got to revisit that sometime. Because that was Guignel's bicycling video. There he goes. Hello, man. We got somebody from Twitch. I love it when somebody shows up from Twitch. In through the nose, out through the toes. Pzior87. We have a quiz coming up. I hope you'll join. Let it go. Just Jay says, W18 and 24-year-old Connor and Bill. Connor and Bill, those are the dudes. Small Boys on Spotify. So check that out when you can. We're going to get moving on this show. Do ASMR, please. This is it. I'll be quiet while we breathe. It is, isn't it? Love this. This is the kind of show where we take a moment to breathe it in. And there's going to be excitement on the show today. There is going to be risk. There is going to be a new segment. But first, we're going to listen to what is important. This has been going around. Glenda Todd sent it to me. I don't know what it is, but it seemed like a really important message. And so we're going to say this at the top of the show for all of you out there that want to keep your head on right. Here's a guy telling us about life.
It's not important that you become a good fighter in this world. And it's not important that you become a good spiritual guide in this world. It's important that you find a way to live a pleasant life and in the best case, support other people that they also find the same. This is what it's about. No matter in which form you put it and which from cultural background you put it. The main idea is if you don't find this way of reducing the suffering of your surrounding, your suffering won't stop.
I thought that was pretty darn pertinent. I don't know what that's from. I apologize that I don't. I just know that my friend Glenda sent it to me, and she's super wise. And I think reducing the suffering of those around you is a great thing to think about, as is Del Taco. Yeah, I love Del Taco. Well, I haven't been to Del Taco in, I don't know, 25 years or something like that, but I remember enjoying it at the time. The waves remind you of India. Yeah, that was so much fun. We were all in India, Goa. Hopefully we can Goa again. Yeah. Link, please. Yes, I will have to put this in the show notes. Hey now, isn't it Guignol? Yeah, yeah. It's a different spelling every time for Guignol. We don't know how to spell it. I want to say thank you to Pam Palmieri. She has been a Patreon of the show. I have a Patreon website. She's been a supporter of the show this whole time. She and Guignol. Thank you, Just Jay. You all help reduce my suffering as well. I agree. Del Taco is for the young. El Pollo Loco. Is that for everyone else? I don't know. Jason Edelman says, the anticipation is killing me. Oh, this is... Is he coming the sidecar? I gotta look for the sidecar person. Go again. We gotta go. Isn't the beach incredible in Newport? It's just like goes on and on and on and on. Okay, it's time for the Roving Reporter section with Chuck Goldsmith. Did I see the sidecar? I gotta go back to see the sidecar real quick. Oh yeah. I don't know. I'll have to look at that one. I'm not running the show, I suppose. Roving Reporter. So here's Chuck. Chuck is introducing us to a band. Chuck's super high tech. This is like some kind of what do they call it? Surround video? Where you're like in the center and you can look around. There's somebody with sticks back there. I think that's a special martial arts training. And then this band, which we're going to see a little more of here. Nice, Chuck. I like this action shot. It's got a fire truck in the background and the band. Book club time. Like that. Yeah, so that's good. And then we have some, I think this is in Newport Beach, maybe, Chuck? Is that right? This is some sailing going on. I've never been a sailor, but Joe Fury, his mother was a sailor, apparently. That's what I've heard in his stand-up. All right, Pam's gonna order the book. Zoom call. Oh, no. Zoom call. Always get in the way. That's why I go to basements of young men. Exactly. I think I've done some age things today that maybe just forget about it. I gotta read that book, man. I gotta read that book. Long Beach Congressional Cup Race. This is a race. It's so windy there in Newport Beach. It's just... Next time I got to bring my windscreen. So this is the pier in Newport Beach. And then this is what happens when you walk out on the pier. That guy lived right by the pier. Okay, so now there's now the Roving Reporter interview is coming up.
From Balboa. Alex, how you doing? Good. Chuck Goldsmith from Lunch Therapy. Get yourself out of the sunlight. Tell me about the restaurant here. What's it called? 21 Ocean Front? Yes, sir. What time's the happy hour?
4 to 6.
Okay. So that's
12
good.
to 6.
That's a long happy hour.
I'll see you there, man.
All right.
All right. That was cool. So we're getting the Lunch Therapy name out there, one person at a time, talking to people. That was a guy who runs a bar there, and that was cool. I want to move on because I got this whole new segment, and we got to get to the contest because the contest is going to be super cool. And thank God Howard is here because Fury's mom needs to the sailor. I think you're right. Joe Fury's sailor mom needs to show up. Yes, that's a great idea. So, yeah, Joe. Howie, you should be the mother. That would be awesome. I think we got to work that out. Okay, so I've got a new segment coming up. It is called, before we have the contest, before we bring Maura on, I'm going to do this new segment because I think that as performers, as comedians, as people in the world, we need to look at those that came before us. And so the new segment that I have is called Shoulders of Goofiness. All right, so Shoulders of Goofiness. This is a new thing. I'm not here for some reason. I don't seem to be on the screen, but soon I will appear, and there I am. So I wanted to talk today a little bit about this person that was a big influence in my life, and it's not the person behind us, because this was before my time, but this is, of course, Howdy Doody. This is the original Howdy Doody. And this Howdy Doody, for those of you who don't know, Howdy Doody was a puppet, very popular show. And it was something that it came about in 1947. And there was a guy named, there was Howdy Doody, and then there was Buffalo Bob. And Buffalo Bob was the guy, the human in the show, and then there was the puppet. And then there were all kinds of different characters. I don't know much about it, except that it was super popular from 1947 to 1960. To me, Howdy Doody is like, Doody means poop to me. So howdy poop. But, that was kind of a popular thing because they had Winnie the Pooh. Also, seemed like poop. But that actually is I think it's maybe an Indian term of endearment. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody can clarify that for me. But a lot of times when people put poo at the end, Indian people, it's like they're saying something really nice to you. Yeah. So that's Winnie the Pooh. But I don't know. Howdy Doody, I think, came from how do you do? It was derived from that. Howdy do, like just the mushing together of that. Became Howdy Doody. Then the puppet came along, but that's not what I'm talking about here today. That's not what we're going to talk about. Howie should be the mother. Yes, Howie should be. Let's just see what other comments. Can't wait to meet Joe Furies. That's going to be so good. So, okay, so Howdy Doody, that was Howdy Doody to the left of Buffalo Bob there. That was the original puppet. But what happened was, when it became very popular in 1948, this is kind of a crazy story. The guy who actually made the puppet, his name was Frank Paris. And so Macy's contacted Frank Paris and said, hey, we want to make a doll of Howdy Doody. And Frank Paris was like, great. I want to make some, big money on merchandising, even back then in 1947. But Bob Smith, who's Buffalo Bob, owned the rights to the character. So they had this big argument, like 4 hours before one of the shows. And back then the show was live, kind of like this. So imagine if just before the show, somebody is arguing with me about Boney. And so what did Frank Paris do? He took the puppet and ran and took off. And so they had to go live without the Howdy Doody show, without Howdy Doody. And so they quickly made up this like storyline, like it's like as if Maura suddenly disappeared and I've got this big contest happening and Maura Kearney just doesn't show up all of a sudden and then I'm stuck. So they made this, they're like, what do I do? So they made this whole plan that Howdy Doody was on the campaign trail and they had a map and they showed where he was and where he was campaigning and they talked about that and that's why he couldn't make it to the show. And then when he came back, they had a whole new puppet made. They made a new Howdy Doody. They did a total makeover. They designed it themselves. They got some kind of patent. They totally bypassed old Frank Paris. Not cool. I don't think that's cool. But that's what they did. And so the new guy came back and there he is looking in the mirror going, wow, my plastic surgery is looking really good. I don't know what kind of a message that is to kids. I'm not going to make any mentions to young or old on this show. I don't know. It's very difficult. Let's take a look at the chat room here because I got to read that book. Elephant feet is what Jason says. Yeah, we talked about elephant feet last time. So now Howdy Doody's all new. He's all owned by Buffalo Bob. But this is what I'm here to talk about today. There was another character on the show. Does anybody in the chat room know what this clown's name was? This clown that is despicable. It does seem kind of despicable. I mean, I'm not here to judge. I wasn't there. I don't know what Paris was like. I don't know the whole scenario. I'm just kind of relating it to you as I heard it myself, which is pretty true. Is that John Wayne Gacy? No. Clarence, thank you very much. Greg Wordalo. Greg wins that one again. So he's going to be good in this contest that's coming up. I'll tell you that. So what happened was Clarabelle. Oh, you said Clarence. It's Clarabelle. Clarabelle. That clown scares me. It's going to scare you even more a little bit, but it's not a scary thing at all. Clarabelle didn't speak. Clarabelle only honked a horn and carried a seltzer bottle and could only communicate through facial expressions, could not speak. Not that the actor couldn't speak. The actor could speak fine, but they didn't want to pay him. They didn't want to pay him more. I don't know. This is the lore. They didn't want to pay him. So they were like, you don't speak. You're like a featured extra. And he was on the show for a long time. And finally, Buffalo Bob, I don't know. Maybe he got jealous. Clarabelle, yes. Maybe he got jealous. I don't know. But he said to the actor playing Clarabelle, he said, you know what? You're just a little bit too animated. You're too out there, too broad in your acting. I'm going to have to let you go. Yeah. If you can believe it. Holy ho ho ho. Winter has got to go. It's winter up there. It's so summer here. Oh my God, how to screw folks. Don't speak. That would not work for me. Yeah, so this actor had to leave the show, and there was a very touching and somewhat, seems a little scary, departure when he left. Let me see if I can, I'll just explain it to you because and that's Clarabelle there. Maybe I can play it here. We'll see. There it is. Oh, I gotta turn this up. Whoops. You won't be able to hear this one. So that's what happened. So, I mean, it's weird because he's muted here too, which is really weird. So let me see if I can just very quickly call this up for you because I think it's important that we see this. Let's see. Yes, Clarabelle. No, we can't see it. Can't see it. So what happens is basically he says, we got a surprise for you. We got this big surprise for the kids. And then they have him come on and he speaks for the first time. And he it's his last day on the show. Yeah. He says, you can talk. You can talk. This is your last chance. Let's hear you say something. And then Clarabelle speaks. And Clarabelle says,
Goodbye, kid. Goodbye, kid.
oh, I don't know. There's probably like something added in there because I don't think that's exactly, there was some laughing and weird stuff going on. But anyway, he says, goodbye, kids. And we're like, this is the saddest story ever. It's kind of scary. Yeah, this is a sad story, but you know what? It's not a sad story. I wonder if they made Buffalo Bob a horrible killer in Silence of the Lambs. No wonder they did. Yeah, you're right. It was Buffalo Bob, wasn't it? Interesting. No. I don't know what it means. Wait, don't you prep for the show? Sheesh. Yeah. I can feel a negative energy in this poking figure. Wait till you hear this, because this is the actual part of the story that you're going to be like, what the hell? Are you kidding me? No way. But that's terrible. But this actor became this guy. Does anybody know who this guy is? That was the actor playing Clarabelle. Did anyone know this? I did not know this. Yeah, so he became Captain Kangaroo. His name's Bob Keeshan. Started his own show. It became the longest running television series in history. Longest running children's television series in history. He called himself Captain Kangaroo. Just started this show. It was on NBC. He had big pockets. I think it was on NBC. Well, it was on the network for years and years and years and years. And I'm sure this is a big part of my growing up. I don't know about you, Greg Wardla. Yeah, the captain. Never forget the captain. Shoulders of greatness, shoulders of goofiness. That's the captain, Captain Kangaroo. Yeah, so I know. I didn't know it. He had a lot of friends. We're going to get to the contest soon here, but I wanted to point out some of the people that he had. CBS. He was on CBS. Thank you, fact checker. He was on CBS, and then eventually he went to public television, but it was after like 3 decades or something. Mr. Green Jeans, of course, one of my favorite actors, one of the greats. He was also a musician, Mr. Green Jeans. In fact, he was a very good musician. Hugh Branham was his name. They had the character Mr. Moose. They had, I'll show you some more people here. Mr. Green Jeans, they had the Dancing Bear. Yeah, it's all coming back, isn't it? It's all coming back. These are the main characters in the show. They're so interesting. Hugh Branham is the guy who was I probably spelled that name. Branham. Who knows? Hugh Branham. Yeah, we're at the famous movie cars. I'm not going to fix that. But James E. Wall is an interesting story also, because James E. Wall is the African-American guy with the sweater on, and he was the stage manager. He was like a stage manager of the show. He was worked as a stage manager on Broadway, and before he was being hired as the stage manager for Captain Kangaroo on CBS. You're right. 1962. And so what happened was he said, I think you need to have an African-American character. And he talked them into it. And he said he had to audition for the role, and he became Mr. Baxter, the teacher. So it just goes to show you, I think this is really interesting as entertainers. Is you just never know how things are going to go, right? And sometimes you can help them out a little bit by giving them good suggestions, or creating your own shows. Even if they don't let you speak, create your own show, right? Deborah Weems, Bob Keeshan, of course, is Captain Kangaroo. And Cosmo Allegretti is the guy who played everybody else. He played Mr. Moose, played Bunny Rabbit, the little puppets. Let's see what some people say here. For some reason, when I was a kid, my parents were under the impression that he was a member of the John Birch Society, so we were not allowed to watch him. Yeah, it's weird stuff on the internet too, where they're like the horribly sad life of Bob Keeshan, and it's not horribly sad at all. It's just a kind of a teaser to try and get you to watch the show or something. Can't keep a good clown down. That's the moral of the story. 29 years, 1955 to 1984 was on. Moose Clues, PBS until 1993. Yeah, it's quite Hugh Branham. Thank you very much. Yes, totally misspelled. What happens is these darn programs these days, they try and spell things for you. It's ridiculous. How cool. You're on the Facebook scroll. Yeah, I'm on the Facebook scroll. We're on Facebook. We're everywhere. And now soon, Maura Kearney is going to be on. And I want to tell her something real quick. Let me go back here to this. This is just a roller coaster behind me because I love roller coasters. But I'm going to have Maura on the show. Oh, good. I was going to say, hey, Maura, maybe you should unmute yourself. Are you there, Maura?
I am here.
All right, so let's get into this thing because it's now time for Maura Kearney here on Lunch Therapy. Let me just get us in there. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah. That was totally uneventful. There we go. Yes. Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. It's so great to have you on the show.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you great. And they'll tell us if they can't hear you because I've got help out there. Yeah, it's great to have you on the show. I've had your husband, Tom Kearney, on the show multiple times.
Yes.
He's ruined many shows. You know how he goes. He just goes off.
I was waiting for you to invite me on your show, but finally it's about time.
Oh my God, I know it is about time, isn't it? Everybody's saying hi.
Hi, Tama.
There's Tom
Hi,
Kearney.
Tom.
Yes, it's great to see all of you here. Yeah, so we're gonna play a contest.
Okay. I love contests.
Yeah, I understand that you used to be a carny. Is that right?
I was a carny growing up. I was a very young carny.
Really?
My mom's best friend, Joyce Tamponi, she
Yeah.
lived on the same block as us. She had all these interesting businesses. This place in Salisbury Beach in Massachusetts
Yeah.
they had a beach there with like a kind of like a Santa Monica pier.
Yeah.
And you had little games, and she'd take us, me and my sister Denise, to her little game. That we had like roll the pins down. We had cover the block. These round circles with these flat discs.
Yeah.
And one of the games was called the guessing game, and that was the one that I did really well. So I was the guesser.
You were the guesser?
I was the guesser. Like you'd pay $1, and I had just like a kiosk with all these amazing, cute little prizes, and you would ask me, you tell me to guess anything. I'd guess your age. I'd guess your weight. I'd guess your car. I'd guess your, what school you went to. I'd guess what town you're from. I'd guess all these crazy things. Anything you wanted me to guess, I'd guess. And then if you got it right, if I didn't guess, you get a little prize, for $1. So
I love that.
Fun.
Kamala says from Kearney to Kearney.
That's right.
That's your memoir.
Actually, it's supposed to be Kearney. So Kearney, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Todd Lee says it'd be cool if your middle name was Lessa. Maura Lessa. It would be.
Todd, you gotta come up with something more original. Come on, I've heard it so many times.
You have? Have you heard that joke before?
Oh my God, yes. Maura Lessa, Maura the Horror, Mira Mora. I've had it all. I'm the youngest of 11 kids.
You are? 11?
No.
11 kids?
Yes,
oh my God, that's so
the
cool.
first question is, yes, we are Catholic.
Oh, yes.
And that's one of the usual questions. And yes, the same parents.
Wow. That's pretty wild. That's cool. I want to ask you more about that, but we have to get into the contest because it's
okay.
The time is a-wasting.
All right, let's do it. I'm ready.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you're ready. So I'm glad because pretty soon they were gonna be like, "Will you guess Joel's weight?" And I don't want to go there. Or
if I get it right, see, the key to winning the guessing game was how I would guess so well,
Yeah.
people would get confused. It was always your age, like give or take 3 or 4 years, in either
Yeah.
way.
You say
Or
that's
if
what you
it
had,
was-
3 or 4 years. That you had the range.
Yeah, I had the range, and it was also like not like guess your car. It was not the type of car you had, but the actual make of the car. Like, so if you had a Pontiac. Or
Oh,
if
this
you
is
had,
you mean you
like,
could
know,
look
like
at somebody and
Buick
you could look at somebody and say you're driving a Pontiac. I don't know what I'm
No,
trying to
just a
say.
Pontiac.
Fury.
I didn't have to say anything. I just said Pontiac, and then like, damn it!
Wow.
And like back in those days, there was only like 4 big cars that were on the road, so it was it was easy.
Yeah. Mora mozzarella. That's what he wants.
And
That's the next one.
Wait a minute, that's a new one, Todd. Okay, I'll give you that. That's a new one.
How could you tell what car a person drive? I don't understand how you could possibly do that. That would be
Well,
telepathy.
Okay, so you didn't really know. You just guessed. And
Yeah.
if you guess you got it wrong, they got a 25-cent prize versus $1. They give me $1, so it was a win-win.
It's
honestly.
a profit-making deal. That's what it is. I should have known.
Yeah, it was profit. It's all profit.
Wow, 14 kids. Pam Palmieri says, "Can you imagine having to diaper all those kids? Endless. At least 16 years of poopy diapers, and more than one at a time." Wow.
Yes. Well, I was 11 kids, but my mom, if you add it all together, she was
Yeah.
pregnant for 9 years.
9 years. Oh.
9 years. Imagine that.
Chuck Goldsmith says, if you're really quiet, you drive a Prius. So like if somebody's really quiet, you're like, oh, Prius.
I don't know about that. I drive a Prius.
I do. You're not quiet at all.
I'm not very quiet.
Totally debunked. Totally debunked that one. All right, let's get into the contest.
He'd be a good guesser.
Yeah.
You got my car, see?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Maybe he had that mental telepathy thing. We have this guy who's on the show. He's kind of obnoxious. His name is Joe Fury, and he does mental telepathy where he counts to 3 and then you say a famous person and he says it at exactly the same time. It's
really
phenomenal. Yeah.
I'm fascinated by that. Is this for real or?
Yeah, well, he did it down in Newport Beach last Friday. He did it several times, just one after another, just every time. It was incredible to watch. It's incredible.
Wow.
Pam Palmieri drives a Prius too. She's loud and she's boisterous. If they're wearing Birkenstocks, they don't own a car. Yeah, maybe. Bicycle.
I don't know. Again, it's like I got Birkenstocks too.
See, everybody thinks that's the thing. To be a really amazing carny, you have to think beyond the obvious. In fact, sometimes it's the opposite. It's the complete opposite.
That's right. That's
all right.
right.
We're going to put your skills to the test now. It's contest time.
Right.
I hope everybody's ready. So I've got to get the contest up. I have the whole thing here. Let me see. Boney, could you get the contest up? Okay, here it is. All right. Sorry, I had to yell at my assistant. It can be ugly sometimes. All right, here we go. Contest.
Okay. No, I'm going to guess the car. All right, here we go.
So yeah, I'm going to explain it to you. So we're here down at the bottom. By the way, we have this incredible dance break coming up. I just wanted to tell that to everybody because it's going to be good. So stay in after the contest because the dance break is going to blow your mind. So here we go, competition. So you're competing with the chat room, the hummingbirds, as it were. And you see, yeah, so they're on a delay, and they have to type. And you can just blurt it out. So you've got the advantage, but they've got the advantage in numbers. There's more of them, of course. There's Maura of them. I'm sure you heard that joke before, huh?
That's a new one.
So now the scoreboard is up in the top there, and I'm going to try and keep tabs. I'm going to show you a car. Everybody get ready. 'Cause I'm going to show you a car, and it's, they're pretty famous cars. They're not like, just some random extra car that was in the middle of some obscure movie. No, these are famous cars from famous movies. You have to tell me the make or model. You don't have to get them both. And then you have to tell me the name of the movie.
Okay.
Before
let's give it a try.
The chat room does it. All right, here we go. Here's the first one.
That's going to be tough.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's just me standing by a car in Cannes. It's just like a warm-up. I don't know whose car that is. It's just me. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. There's a real car from a movie.
Oh, that's the Burt Reynolds. That's a Pontiac Firebird.
What's the movie?
And it is from what's a fucking shit. Oh, can I swear? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can
I know
swear.
the movie. Sally Fields, great scene, whistles.
Yeah. What is it?
Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh, you got it! Ding, 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 ding.
I wasn't sure.
That was so good. Yeah, and you got it. Kamala came in last minute. She's gonna be pissed. She's gonna be so upset.
Okay,
because,
but my sister Judy had a car just like that, but it was red.
I love that car. I mean, I think it's
And it
because
was
of the movie.
convertible.
I think it's because of the movie,
Yeah.
but I mean, I always wanted a car like that. It's the most incredible thing.
You don't see that. You don't see too many of those around. I mean, those
No,
are really
so
cool.
it's
cars.
Pontiac Trans Am, Firebird, I'm
Yes.
assuming, and of course, Smokey and the Bandit, the greatest movie ever made. When I was, I mean, I don't know, I haven't seen it in a while, but when I was a youngster, and they had video stores where you go and rent videos, I said, they only needed one movie, and it was Smokey and the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit was awesome.
It was awesome. They had a in Los Angeles. They had a video store where you could go, and they had only one movie, and it was. Now I don't even remember what it was.
What year?
What year? It was Jerry Maguire. That's what it was. Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire.
They had an entire video store with only Jerry Maguire videos. Yeah.
Why?
I know. Well, it's because I don't know. They love the movie so much.
Wow.
All right.
It's a great movie.
Oh, here we go. Here's another one.
Starsky and Hutch.
Okay.
I think that's a Pontiac, maybe. No, I don't know the name of it, but maybe it's a.
Chat room. If you can get the name of the car, you can get a point. Oh, Maura's got a point.
Gosh, let's see.
I'm gonna give you a hint.
It's what?
The hint is there was a whole movie with the name of this car.
Le Mans? Wasn't
Nope.
there a movie Le Mans with Steve McQueen?
It's a good guess. It's a good guess, but that isn't it. It was it starred Clint Eastwood.
Oh, Gran Torino.
That's right. That's what it is. Okay. Oh, Chuck seems to have gotten it though. Did you see Torino?
Yes, I
think
did.
he got it.
I saw Chuck.
Yeah.
I saw Charles.
You cheated.
Yeah, sorry.
I
did. I cheated.
So that's a 1975 Gran Torino, and that is from Starsky and Hutch the movie.
I got half and half right.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's neck and neck now. This is what we like. We like exciting games. We like it to be close, and that's the original Starsky and Hutch, of course.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Those guys were awesome. Yeah, and the original car. I think they apparently both had cars. The other one wasn't so famous because it was that weird olive green color that all the cars were at that time. All right, here's another one. Here we go.
Oh, James Bond. That's Alpha. What is it? James Bond.
Yeah. Oh, well, James Bond. What movie though? Because James Bond. I mean, there's so many movies, right?
Oh man, I don't know, but it's a. God, it's. Don't tell me.
Okay, chat room.
Aston
Chat room
Martin,
got it
Aston
just
Martin.
before you got it. And they got the movie. Chat room won. Charles and Kamala got it.
Charles keeps getting me.
I know, he's pretty good. So,
He's excellent.
interestingly enough, so it's an Aston Martin DB5.
Aston Martin, yeah.
There it is, and there's a jetpack flying next to it from a movie. So it was actually in 3 movies. It was in Goldfinger, which is covered by the chat room right now. And it was in Thunderball, and it was in Skyfall recently, the new one.
So I could have gotten it in any of those movies, and I would have got it right.
That's right. That's right.
And I just don't know the names. I only know just James Bond.
Pretty good, though. Pretty good. I think it's going well so far. There's the poster for Skyfall with the car in it.
Yes.
All right, here's another one.
Oh,
this one tough?
boy. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
That's a good guess.
Yeah,
It's a good guess.
Oh, God, that's a tough one. I need a hint.
Dun 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 dun.
The monsters? The
Oh, you guys said it at the same time. You and Jason Edelman said monster. So,
monsters
but the
and
car,
the
the problem.
It's a Ford.
It's a Ford. Let's see.
Model T, yeah, Ford Model T.
Yeah, Goldsmith said Model T, but I think you'll get this one if it's a Ford.
Well, you said it
Oh, it just says Monster Coach because it's some kind of a, it's like a hybrid or something, but it does seem kind of Fordish, doesn't it? I'm just going to have to give, this is very uneventful, but I'm going to have to give both sides points on that one.
Appreciate it.
There it is. There's the Munster car. There's also this one, which was called the Dragula. It's pretty
I like
cool.
the Dragula.
Yeah, the Dragula is cool, isn't it? Yeah, that's neat. And there's, there they all are. I love the movie because they were in color, and that was very exciting because the show was in black and white. There it is. Munster Go Home was the movie that was in.
Munster Go Home.
Think of the little kid with the Elvis sideburns. What was that guy's name? Oh, yeah. Okay. How about this one?
Bullet. That's a 1968 Mustangs Fastback.
Yes, you got that one. I knew you'd get that one fast because your husband is obsessed with these cars.
And we have one.
Yeah, you have one that's been like being refurbished for the last like 2 years, right?
Yes, forever.
Yeah. Okay, you got that one.
Done.
That's what they always say. It's almost done. You know, Tom's been saying that for at least a year.
I know.
But anyway, it's going to be cool. It's done. There's the movie Bullet.
There it is.
Steve McQueen.
I've seen that movie a bazillion times.
Yeah. Greg Wordle got 68 Mustang GT 390. People got it. You know, I knew you'd get it faster in the chat room because they're behind. But also, your husband's obsessed with it. So, you know, wait. Oh, this is an easy one.
Hey, Back to the Future DeLorean.
Yes, Back to the Future DeLorean. All right, their chat room had no chance on that one. No chance.
Or as other people might think of it as the cocaine car.
Cocaine car, yeah, DeLorean. Great.
Yes,
Pam says.
I think he was arrested or something to do with cocaine, or somebody had something to do with drugs or something. I can't remember what the story was.
Tom says 3 years, not just 2. 3 years.
Yes, trust me, I know.
Oh, 1981 DeLorean. That's a good specific there. Nice.
Yes.
All right. So let's see. 1981 DeLorean DMC 12 is what the technical term is. This is actually a replica of the actual one, I think.
I thought that was a time machine.
What do they call the thing inside the car?
A flux capacitor.
Flux capacitor. Flux capacitor.
Flux capacitor.
Super cool.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Another one of our favorite movies.
Yes, of course, because Tom, who's in the chat room, does a great Michael J. Fox impersonation.
Yes, he does.
Drugs in a hotel room, briefcases full of cash, and your DeLorean. Where we're going, they don't need roads. There's a quote.
Yes, that is right.
He was arrested for cocaine. He was arrested for selling cocaine.
Oh, for
DeLorean.
selling cocaine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. I knew it was something.
Yeah. Okay, how about this one? People.
Oh, the Griswolds, Vacation.
Oh, you know it. Yeah, what's it called?
And it's called a...
There are 2 choices here.
Pontiac, Ford. Pontiac, Ford.
Pontiac, Ford.
Station wagon. It's a station wagon. It's a... I'm going to cheat. It's a Rambler?
They're saying Rambler. Yes, he's saying Rambler. Well, let's see what it is.
I'm cheating.
Let's see what it is.
I looked at someone's answer.
It's a Ford LTD station wagon. Now,
I got
did you get it?
I said a station wagon. I did.
Did you say Ford?
I don't think I said Ford.
Howard Aronin got Family Truckster. But this is a tough one, people, because it is called the Family Truckster as well. But I think Ty goes to the Guest. Ty goes to the Guest. This might be an unpopular decision, but I'm going to give it to Maura because she said
I
station
did not
wagon.
say Ford though, but I did
Oh,
say station wagon.
yeah. I wonder. What do you think? And now I'm asking
I
you who
was-
should get the point.
Somebody said I did say Ford, so I guess I did get it.
Okay, good. That's what I thought too. I thought you said Ford station wagon. We're just gonna have to go with it. Holy Genielle. There was somebody else from Twitch today. Super fun to see that person. So it was in Vacation.
And National Lampoon's Vacation, another classic.
Yeah, and it was also in Christmas Vacation. I don't think it was in European Vacation, but okay. Next car. Better say
Okay,
it
this
fast.
is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah, what kind of car is it?
It's a Ford.
Okay, you know what? It is a Ford. Ford? In fact, it's exactly what you
Ford?
said. Ford?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, this is there are a lot of Fords. Fords are.
And it's from Mary Poppins.
Uh-oh, no. You said it before. You said the name of the movie, not Mary Poppins.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
There we
Chitty
go.
Chitty Bang Bang. But
There we
it's in Mary Poppins. It's just the song was you chitty chitty
Chitty
bang
bang.
But
Chitty
it's-
chitty bang bang. So Gimel.
but that wasn't. Wait a minute. Isn't that in Mary Poppins?
No, I don't think so. It's just
Isn't
in
that a
this.
separate movie? Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
I want to say, she said Ford. Gimel is here. Yes.
Hi,
Gimel.
Oh, Gimel.
I say
Hi.
Gimel. Jamel is how you pronounce his name. Jamel is here. I haven't seen Jamel here before, and I just want to say hi. He is a comedian as well, and he is also a friend of Bloss's. And I just want to say welcome. Great to see him here, Jamel. It was a hybrid Ford, Greg says. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going
And
to...
what, the movie.
Chitty
Is
Chitty
it
Bang
Chitty
Bang.
Chitty Bang Bang?
No, you're totally right. You're totally right.
Oh,
just got
shoot.
confused.
So it is
Yeah, but
I got
Mary,
confused
you
with
said that
Mary
at
Poppins.
first, though. But you said that at first, right? Both with Dick Van Dyke.
Yes. Maybe that's what it was. Both the same actor.
Yeah.
But I've seen both. No, Tom. It's not Mary Poppins. You gotta see
Tom
the-
thinks it's Mary Poppins. It says it right
Chitty
above
Chitty
the
Bang
car.
Bang.
They made a Broadway musical about it, apparently, too.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen that.
I got confused.
All right, kids.
Oh, I'm gonna guess
Youngsters.
Fast and the Furious, and that's a Charger.
Wow. That was
Or is
pretty
that-
fast.
Is
That
that
was
Fast
super
and the
fast.
Furious?
Pretty fast.
Is that from
Charger. Yep.
Charger? Yeah.
It's actually from a lot of Fast and the Furiouses. So
See, I don't know which one.
it's on a lot of
don't-
them because I think it's Vin Diesel's like main car, right?
I've actually, to be honest, have never seen any of the movies, any of them, not one.
You haven't? Oh my God. The first
No,
one. See
but
the
I
first
knew
one.
that it was a Charger from the Bullet movie because that was the car that chased the Bullet.
Oh, it was? Well, that's a good
With the
little bit of
Charger.
trivia.
With the-
Some of these cars,
Dodge
it's interesting because all these cars have histories, the actual movie cars. A lot of times there are a bunch of different ones, but in general, they all have histories. Like some of them have been stolen, some of them disappeared. I've got one coming up that this one has a story behind it. Do you know what this one is?
Is this from a movie?
This is from a movie. This is going to be a chance for the chat room to start gaining some ground, I think, if they can get the name, the model, or the make, at least the make of this car.
This
in
is
the movie.
also from James Bond, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kia. Danielle says Kia.
Kia.
I think it's a Kia.
And that is a Toyota.
Okay, it's a good guess. But it's not a Toyota. Oh, we got one. Jason Edelman said Lotus Evora. It is a Lotus. So I think he gets
Okay,
points for
and
that. Movie now. Who can name the movie? Is it Maura?
James Bond.
Live and
I
Let
said
Die?
James Bond, so, yes, that's probably what it is. But that's when he goes underwater and they're swimming.
It's so
just
cool. It's
before
my
they-
favorite thing in the
Yes,
world. I love this so much. I can't tell you. My feet are tingling because this car is so cool. It's a Lotus Esprit, which, he said Lotus. Jason said Lotus. It's The Spy Who Loved Me. Nobody got it.
Oh.
Nobody got the movie. Moonraker. Yeah, that was a good guess, Todd. The Spy Who Loved Me. Oh,
I
Thunder.
saw Live and Let Die in the movie theaters when I was about, what year did that come out? Live and Let Die. What years? Anybody
Oh
know?
God, Live and Let Die.
My sister,
The best song,
my
the best
sister-
one.
My
Don't you think?
sister Tony took me to see that when I was probably like 8 years old.
Don't you
7
think
or 8.
the best James Bond theme song ever is the Live and Let Die with Wings, Paul
course.
McCartney and Wings? I mean, it's the best one,
Of
right?
course.
Anybody challenge
Absolutely.
me? Fight me on that one. Anybody can fight me on
No,
that one.
I agree. So 76. I was born in 67. So there you go. That's how old I was.
Wow.
And was it
That is so
73
cool.
or maybe it was 73?
I don't know because I remember that song coming out, but I feel like it was like later, but I don't know. I mean,
I
seems like
remember
pretty
it was
early on.
inappropriate.
Goldfinger song. Goldfinger, Goldfinger, he's wearing a gold finger. I don't remember how that song goes, but Chuck
Live
likes
and
that
let
one.
die. Live and let die all the way. I have to agree. with
Live
you.
and let die. Dun, dun. And it's not that like kind of do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do. He
It
incorporated
was
the
like
whole Bond thing.
The orchestra.
So good. I love that song. Whenever I feel like,
Exactly.
I'm going to an audition or something, I put that in the old 8-track
You just
player.
Crank it. You just crank it.
Crank it up, roll down the windows.
Crank the crap out of it.
I just crank the crap out of it.
You
All right.
want to know what's
Yeah.
You want to know what's really fun? And if you ever go to you ever go to San Francisco?
Yeah.
Okay, next time try this.
Yeah.
It's really fun. You crank the theme song from the movie Bullet
Yeah.
really loud, and you drive around San Francisco and all the hills.
Do you have to get air? Do you have to get
No,
air?
you don't have to
Like
get
streets
air.
of San
You don't
Francisco?
have- No, you just ride around, and it's just so cool. It's really fun. Try it. I'm telling you.
All right. I'm going
Everybody
to
should
try
try
it.
it.
Everybody's saying Thunder Pussy is a band, and it's really an amazing band. I remember at the end of one of these movies, I don't know whether it was Spy Love Me or whatever, but at the end of it, they said the next movie was going to be called Octopussy, and I thought they were joking. And then that's what they called it. All right, how about this one?
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna guess that is a Dodge truck that was in Dumb or Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. Yes. Dodge truck.
I'm
gonna give the chat room a chance to say some other kind of truck or maybe some other movie.
Chevy. I'll stick with Dodge because I already said it. But definitely
You're gonna say Dodge. Anybody want to say? They're chatting still about Octopussy. Yeah, I'm giving them a chance. It's I think it's really stacked against the chat room, even though there are so many people. It's like the lag is just too hard. Shagging wagon. Okay, so wait, you said it was a Dodge truck. Chuck Goldsmith says Ford. Okay, this is going to be the deciding factor because
it could be a Chevy.
It's a Ford again. I think we've established that most movie vehicles are Fords. Most starring movie vehicles are Fords. Ford Econoline. Yeah. So hummingbirds get that one. I don't know how many more we have. Oh, it's an Econoline. There it is. That's what it actually looks like.
It was a van. It wasn't even a truck.
It's a van, yeah. Isn't that crazy?
It kind of looks like it was a truck with a cap.
Okay, anybody know this one? This is one of my favorite movies. I'm weird though. I'm really weird. This came out in the 70s.
Okay, this is the Stumper.
Yeah, this is the Stumper.
I've never even seen this. When I've seen this, was it a very popular movie?
It was one of those movies like, did you ever see It's a Mad World? Did you ever see?
A million times.
Oh, you've seen it a million times. Yeah, it was that kind of movie because they had that movie came out and they threw every comedian in town was in that movie, and then they started making these movies in the 70s, and they also made those airport movies where they'd put a bunch of stars in the movie and they'd have some kind of catastrophe. Yeah. This was sort of a mock, of that airplane genre where they had a giant bus, and the bus was so big it had a bowling alley in it, and it had it could change its own tire while still moving. It could wash itself. Let's see, does anybody? I'm looking. I got to look at the chat room because I'm sure somebody.
I can see lots of names, but I don't know because I've not seen the ones that people are saying.
Let me just go back to see if nobody's seen this movie. I think I might be the only person because Kamala says Kentucky Fried Movie. Jason Edelman says The Langoliers. Willy Wonka. These are pretty good. It's kind of a, I guess.
All right.
You might even be able to guess it. You might even be able to guess it. Like, what would you call a movie like that?
What year was it again? Tell me the year.
It was, oh God, I don't know.
70s, 80s?
70s. Definitely 70s. Look at the people there. 70s.
And you said it was a bunch of comedians?
Oh yeah. Well, God, who was in this movie? We're going to have to look at the poster. Okay, here we go.
Actors. Okay.
Todd Lee kind of got it. Kind of.
The Big Bus Show.
There's no way anybody's going to get this. The bus was called The Cyclops.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely would not have
and
gotten that.
The movie was called The Big Bus. The Big Bus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can't
That's interesting.
I'll read the people. Actually, they were all actors in it. Ned Beatty, Jose Ferrer, Ruth Gordon, Harold Gould, Larry Hagman, Sally Kellerman, Richard Mulligan, and Lynn Redgrave were in this movie. And at the end of the movie, I don't want to ruin it for anybody because I know people are going to watch it.
What is it about?
It's about this, like, it's kind of like Titanic or something, or like one of those airport movies where they're like, it's about traveling by giant bus, of course.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah. All right, we've run out of time. We're gonna have to end on the big bus. I'm sure there's a plethora of cars after this. It looks like I'm gonna declare Maura the winner. So congratulations. Let's see if I can get some applause. Oh, there we go. Congratulations. Now I've got this incredible dance break that I want to share with y'all. Made $5 at the box office, Todd Lee says. Let's face it, this is just one of my weird favorite movies, okay? Just like Todd Lee has a favorite movie, and it's called The Rat Race, which is a similar kind of movie. And maybe this is why I thought of this movie. Have you ever seen the movie The Rat Race?
No, I haven't. Have you ever seen Trilogy of Terror?
Yes. In fact, I was friends with Karen Black, and I always would think of that movie when I would see her because, when she had that dagger at the end, when she became the...
Yes, she's come over, mother.
Oh, my God. She said...
Let me tell you, that movie freaked me out. I couldn't sleep.
It was terrifying. That little doll.
Terrified.
It was like the original Chucky. Had the little doll and come after her with the knife. And I mean, it was some kind of trilogy. Maybe that was just only one part of it. I don't know, but it was. It
was a trilogy of 3 stories.
She put him in the oven and then he broke out of the oven. He's all burnt. It was so terrifying. And, she said, we interviewed her on our show, Fat Free Film. And she said that she kind of regretted doing that movie because all of a sudden everybody wanted her to be in horror movies after that.
Well, naturally, she's so good at it.
She's so good at it. But she was one of the great actors of our time.
Yes.
I mean, to hear her talk about acting, there's a thing on PBS where she talked about acting. And, she did these 5 Easy Pieces and all these, Day of the Locust and all these incredible movies. But that was the one that I saw when I was a little kid. It was scary stuff. All right. Dance break is coming. I've got a very unique band that I found, and I'm so grateful that they allowed me to play this. And it is going to be, the song Barracuda by Heart?
Oh, of course. Who doesn't?
Well, you've never seen it this way, I'll tell you. You'll never see it this way again. Never again. No. So thanks, everybody, for playing the contest today. It's time to dance them if you got them. This has been Lunch Therapy 345. You'd think that Boney would have figured out the technology by now, but I guess he hasn't. Yes, and check out the interview with Karen Black on Fat Free Film. This is very interesting.
I will.
Yeah,
sure.
It's a podcast. Okay, all right, here we go.
So this in the end, I saw you.
Are they Transformers?
Oh my god! I'm these guys.
So good. It's like not only are their costumes great, but their musical abilities are incredible. How do they
play? Do they play anywhere?
Yeah, they do. You have to go to their YouTube channel. They
I gotta write it down.
Yes, Cybertronic Spree. They do all kinds of songs. They just put one out like the other day. And I don't know how they play in the gloves. It's awesome.
Oh man, I gotta go watch them. I gotta go see them. I'm obsessed.
Jamel, thank you for donating or for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. This is insanely good. Transformers.
They're like possibly Transformers and I don't know.
It's kind of like I don't know. Have you ever seen? No, you know what? They're so talented too. So it's not even about the costumes. The costumes are just like an extra added crazy layer to it.
It's the best part about it. Like it's like the music and the costumes.
Yeah, to have it all like that.
I know.
And this is one of those quarantine songs too. They sing live, and this is just them in their houses, I guess.
Wow.
All right, thanks everybody. Thanks Cybertronic Spree. Thanks Maura Kearney.
Thank you.
And we'll see you all on Friday for Interview Friday. This has been Lunch Therapy. For sure.